previous years, the 40-hour famine was all about taking away something from your life that mattered to you, which would have been food was the main one. Then there was furniture, technology, social media, really whatever you wanted. And you couldn't use any of that for 40 hours. But this year it's a bit different. We've got the backpack challenge. What we have to do is pack an entire backpack full of only the essentials and live out of that for 40 hours. If you think about it, we only have to do it for 40 hours. But typical refugees, they have to live like this for, on average, 4 years. That's crazy. I mean, I've been at my school now for almost 4 years, and I couldn't imagine living out of my backpack for that entire time. Even if I did live out of my backpack for those 4 years, there would still be so much separating me and the refugees. The three main separators though is clean water, shelter, and education. And those are the three things that World Vision is trying to assist. By raising money and giving us this challenge, World Vision is trying their best to assist refugees around the world to give them food, shelter, and education. Which is why I am so honored to be doing this challenge. And I am so thankful to anybody who sponsored me. So, what exactly are the essentials? I have in my backpack some clothes, of course, you need clothes. I've also got stuff like soaps and, sanitary stuff. I've got, in this roll-up thing, I've got a yoga mat. And inside of that, I've got one blanket. It's pretty thin, but I doubt refugees will have that good warmth, so it's all good. I've also packed some food. Now, on the website, it says 2 cups of pre-cooked grains per day to survive, or the equivalent of 2 cups of rice with no flavoring. Now, it also says the average person needs 2,100 calories to survive. So I looked it up, and it actually says that 2 cups of rice is equivalent to 430 something calories. So that's telling me that refugees don't even get the food that they need in order to survive per day. They're not even getting a quarter of what they need. That's insane. So I'm also bringing, on the website it says handful of nuts and or dried fruit. So I made my own trail mix, and I'm going to bring a little container of that. I'm also bringing 2 apples and 2 muesli bars. Yeah, it's a bit much, but I love food. We also need water. The problem I have with the website and what it says with water is that it says we need 2 to 3 liters of water per day, which equates to 5 liters in total for the 40 hours. But I really don't believe that the average refugee has 5 liters of water for 40 hours. It doesn't seem fair that I'm able to bring what I'm bringing 3 liters of clean water. That just doesn't seem fair, because the average refugee probably doesn't even have that for a week. If they're eating 2 cups of rice a day, that water would just be completely eaten up because they'd have to cook it as well. So there's no way that they're getting 2 to 3 liters of water for themselves. But I'm bringing water because I need it, and it doesn't seem right, but that's pretty much all I've got in my bag. Oh, it says 1 sentimental item from home, and so it's my sentimental item, my Bible. Isn't it beautiful? I need to read my Bible, and you should too. That's about it. I'll pack my journal as well and write everything I need down, but I've also got this camera that's pretty much like a journal. I mean, yeah, that's that.
We've got 3 tonight, so we're going to be moving quickly tonight, people.
Let's go.
Where are they from? Do you know?
Yeah, you guys.
We got a dance.
Oh my god. I'm so scared. I'm actually so scared. Oh my god. It starts so soon.
Well done, girls. Hey, stay just for a second, girls. Chill for a second.
Oh my god. Alright.
We're going to kick it to the judges real quick.
That's my first year.
So it was very, very good, but there was a certain
It started.
on the
It
stage.
started. It started.
What it was,
Oh my god.
but very good dancing.
Booty jiggy wicked with the gold links. Got me reminiscing about my old day. 3-6, there's no foreplay all day. Booming out the.
I'm the light in the darkness.
The way, the truth, the light. So we just set up the tent. It looks pretty good. I think it looks good.
It's a tent.
Oh, you can't even see it. Can you light it up? Wow. Youth was really good. Laura Togg spoke. I got a little bit of footage of the songs, but that's about it. We started the 40 hour in the middle of youth.
Yep, so I sat in the steps.
It's been enjoyable so far. I think we're like 2 hours into it. 10 o'clock
Wait,
now.
what's the time?
Yeah, 10 o'clock now. Tonight we just have to sleep. We haven't been able to do the challenges yet
No.
because we were at youth, but we're going to start them tomorrow.
Jesus comes first.
Jesus comes first. Amen.
Jesus.
He's
He's
gonna
the
sleep
light.
tonight and start the challenges tomorrow.
Bye bye.
See you then. So it's the next morning and
Hello.
Erin gets to eat some nice food.
It's chocolate croissant.
Pretty nice. And she's doing the furniture challenge.
So she's
instead
having a
of
picnic
backpack.
with me on the floor.
Yep. Nice floor. And
So not cold.
I get my rice. just rice for
And
breakfast.
I get a coffee. Dad's getting me a coffee too. But Hayley's just eating her cold rice.
You know, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. But it's still pretty bad. Okay, so the first challenge of the day just went up. Quick wake up. I think we're caught in the crossfire between two rebel groups. Click on the video and listen.
Let it straight to your phone.
Google, shut up.
Hey Google.
Play.
Guys, this is insane. I can hear explosions. Are you guys alright in Freo? Is everyone safe?
Flee safety. Drop when you hear fire. Stay on the ground. Run for safety. Don't do it.
What, where?
Ah! Drop whenever you hear explode. Drop!
We're in my room.
I shouldn't be smiling. This is scary.
Hide.
What do we do?
No, I'm reading. Giddy.
We have to run for safety when?
When the noises stop. That's
now!
Where are we running?
I have no idea. Oh wait, I have Let's go. I need to get my bag.
Oh.
I can't live without this the bag.
That was.
Where the hell is safety?
What are we doing?
Did it stop?
Oh, I paused it.
Oh my god.
Oh, my coffee.
Let's just stay here. Oh my god, get down. We're doing the challenge that just got put up. There's music in the background? Is it done?
We made it.
Oh no, Riley's lost. Ooh. We lost Riley.
Who's Riley?
I don't even know.
That was so good.
That was great. Thanks, World Vision. That was nice.
Cool.
Oh yeah, come see our shelter in the daylight.
Cool.
Here's our tent. You can actually see it now. You don't need Erin to shine the light on it. Yep, Erin slept there with all her nice blankets and stuff, and I slept there. I had my bag as my pillow. I had to steal Erin's blanket because
She absolutely froze to death.
I froze to death. So but yeah, that was our living space. So we're going for a walk right now. We're walking to a park through the bush. So if you're wondering why Erin has her hand to her chest, it's because she has her lizard there, and I didn't get any good footage of her saying that it's her lizard. So just don't question it. Not safe, but safe enough.
Yeah, there could be snakes. You never know.
I left my sleeping stuff back in the tent because that's our home, so
Yeah.
I should be allowed to leave stuff there. But everything else is in my backpack. Or
Yay.
duffel bag that I have chucked on my back.
It's a backpack then.
It's heavy, but it's not as heavy as the camp bags, thank God.
Look, it's a lizard. Look down my shirt, guys. It's a lizard. What are you
Oh, it
doing?
smells so nice and I can't even eat it.
What
I
are
can't
you
even
doing?
eat it. I can't even eat it. I can't
What are
even eat
you
it.
doing?
Oh, meat.
Look, there's trampoline.
So the new challenge came out. It's 10 o'clock now.
Yep.
And we have to make something that
So,
we enjoy.
yeah, the liliest one is loves photos and the stories they tell around the world about her English. Create a series of photos which show your surroundings through the eyes of someone who just fled their home.
It's a bit hard. But
Oh, I got a message.
we'll go searching. We might go to town centre and maybe we can get photos there. So it's 12 o'clock now. 12 o'clock on the second day. We have 24 hours left until we can finish up until she can sit on furniture and until I can start living normally again. Rice doesn't taste nice anymore, and I haven't even had much of it. But we've literally been sitting outside for like the past hour or two.
But if you include the park stuff, we've been outside for like a whole day.
Yeah, we've literally been doing nothing.
It's been
Besides the challenges, we took the photos and stuff. But there's nothing else for us to do. We have to wait a whole hour till the next challenge. I wish, okay, for one, I really wish they'd put out more challenges. I think maybe one every hour, but I mean, that's a lot of work. They put in a lot of work to the actual page and the videos they're putting up. So, I mean, I'm not complaining, but I just want to be able to do something. Because there's nothing in my bag that I can do something with. She can do whatever she wants, so.
Dad.
Whatever. Okay. So, we got the next challenge. It's 1 o'clock-ish now. 1:10 maybe. And the challenge is to walk for 2 hours straight, stay on the move and stay safe. So we're gonna head to the shops. Albeit we're catching a bus, but the bus is moving, so we're moving. And then we're just gonna walk around the whole time until we get the next challenge at 3.
Fantastic.
So we found a place where we can just move around.
Hi. Haley's got
Here's my rice.
and I got a muffin.
I'm kind of feeling nauseous, but that's not because of the rice.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated, kids. Oh no, now I feel sick. Let's stay hydrated. Yeah, mood. We have 10 minutes left. I'm so tired. Like, I honestly want to...
She's dying.
Like, I feel sick. I'm not getting any nutrients whatsoever. And just all this walking is making me so... country boy, I love you. Okay, so we just got the next challenge. We finished walking, and it says excess baggage. While you were on the move, you lost an item from your backpack.
Oh, what am I doing?
Open your backpack and pull out the first item. Now ditch it. But if it's water, choose something else. If someone sponsors you, chuck your lost item back in your pack. Otherwise, it's time to go without, just like many refugees on their journey to safety. With that being said,
Yay.
which happens to be my rice. I have to take my rice out.
All of it?
Yep. I have no rice now. I have absolutely no rice. I've lost my rice. So I'm almost home now. I just got off the bus. Somebody actually donated to me so I can actually put my rice back in my bag, which is great, even though it's making me feel sick. But I also saw a friend on the bus who gave me $10. I struck up a conversation and she sponsored me, so that was great. First conversation I've actually had that's given a sponsor, which is really good. I'm really glad that I was able to get another sponsor. So it's 5 o'clock now. I just got home and the next challenge has just been released. So let's take a look. Makeshift medic. We've hit some tough terrain. You've got an injury. It's time to get creative with your emergency supplies. Create a splint, bandage, cast, sling, or another piece of medical gear using what's in your backpack or items close by. If you're flying solo, you'll need to patch yourself up. Unfortunately, we don't have superpowers, so your injury will take time to heal. Stay bandaged up till the end of the day. So, I guess we should just take a look at my stuff and see what I can make. So I've got my bag here. I can use one of my pieces of clothes. I suppose it'll go like this. My arm will go in here, and then I just have to tie it up. If I can tie it up, that is. I'll get back to you when I have done it. This is the best I could do. I mean, it slings enough, but it works. I've done it, I guess. So, challenge completed. Okay, so I've changed my mind about this sling. I really need to practice for tomorrow morning for drums at church, and I can't play with a sling. I think I'm going to turn this into a bandage instead for like my leg. So that'll be done now. So it's around my ankle. I mean, it works. Yeah. Let me tell you about last night. So, I didn't get to complete that last challenge, and I didn't get to do the second one because I fell asleep at 8 o'clock and didn't wake up till 11, and I was absolutely hammered. I wasn't expecting to fall asleep. I was just on the lounge with my tied up foot, and I was planning to have a quick little nap, maybe half an hour, and then get back to doing what I needed to do for today. But that didn't happen. I completely fell asleep. I was so tired. I don't know if it was because I was walking around the whole day or I was just not getting enough food. I just wanted to sleep to get used to it or something. I don't know. But I didn't get anything done last night. So that being said, let's do the next challenge. I took off my jumper bandage thing as soon as I woke up because I was like, I have to get to sleep and I'm not sleeping with this around my foot. It's my alarm, give me a second. So I kind of failed that challenge, but hopefully we can do this one, right? Actually, I failed this one too. Let me tell you why. So, on the packing list, it said to bring a sentimental item. And I showed you guys, I packed my Bible, and I was going to read it when I had nothing to do, but I had to take it out. Because there was just no room for anything that I really needed. And I mean, a sentimental thing, you need that because it's really precious to you. But I couldn't fit it in with all the other stuff I needed to bring. But the challenge that was set at 9 o'clock last night just so happened to be homesick. Approaching our second night on the run, we're really starting to think about everything we've left behind. Each of us has a sentimental item in our backpack. Tell the story of your sentimental item and why it's so important to you. Use the method that's linked to the young person you're standing with. Now, I'm standing with Lilius. So, I was meant to make a video about it. And I mean, I'm making a video now. So I don't have my Bible to show you because I didn't pack it. And that's really unfortunate. Like, I'm sure there are people out there that don't get to pack anything that means something to them out there. There are people that are living without any tangible memories of things that matter. And it's sad, and it's a harsh reality. And it kind of just shows how materialistic our world is, with wanting all this stuff and just accumulating everything that we kind of don't need. When it boils down to this, you're not gonna be able to take everything you own on this journey. Sometimes the things that matter the most to you will be left behind, and that's sad. So because I went to sleep early, I didn't actually end up eating my rice, which people helped get back for me. But to be honest, I'm not even really that hungry right now. But I still have 6 hours left of this challenge and I have to eat something. So I'm gonna eat what I didn't eat yesterday, which isn't my rice, because I did eat a lot of rice yesterday. It was like a cup and a half. But if an apple and 2 muesli bars isn't enough, I will eat rice. Thank you to everybody who helped get back that rice. I'm just feeling sick of it. I drank a whole bottle of water yesterday. I'm now on to my next 1.5 litres. I probably won't drink it all because that's a lot to drink in 6 hours, for me at least. But I'm happy with the amount of water that I packed. I won't be able to do any of the challenges that are left today. There's one at 8 and I think there's one at 10. I won't be able to do those because I'll actually be serving in church, so that's unfortunate, but I've done a lot of the challenges so far, so I'm happy with what I've done. I also won't be able to film when I can finally finish this backpack challenge because I finish at 1 o'clock and the challenge finishes at 12. So I'll just see you on the walk to church. Okay, so we're at church now. It is, what's the time? It is 6:35. 6:35, so it took us about just under 30 minutes to get here, which is good. We cut through a park. And I'm about to serve, so I'll see you guys when it's all done, when 40-hour famine is over. So, it's the next day. 40-hour famine's all over. I finished it after church, so I finished up around 1 o'clock and I was able to eat some delicious food, as you saw. I'm really happy with how the challenge went. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I wish I could have done more of the challenges, but I was at church a lot of the time. At least I did all of Saturday's challenges, and I had a lot of fun with Erin and walking around and taking photos. It was a nice relaxing day, I think. The challenges on Sunday that I didn't get to do was a challenge called Sharing is Caring, where it basically said that I met a bunch of refugees and I had to I was giving out all my stuff to them because I felt really bad for them. I had compassion on them, so I gave them my stuff, and now I'm low on supplies and I have to share my page to get more people to sponsor me. So it was pretty much just share your page and get more sponsors to reach your goal, which I still haven't reached my goal. I need about $60 more. Also, sorry about the noise in the background, the dryer's on. And the last challenge was Barefoot Battler. Basically, you had to take off your shoes and put them on your backpack, tie them to your backpack for the rest of the challenge, which was only for 2 hours, and you had to walk around barefoot. But I saw that one when it came out, but I couldn't do it because, I shouldn't be taking my shoes off at church. That's just big no. And then I got a screenshot of exactly when the timer turned 0 and the backpack challenge finished. I'm just really happy with how it went and my efforts. And I've talked to some people at school and they were doing the challenges and they were having a lot of fun doing everything they were doing. But I've had some time to reflect. I've learnt a lot. I've learnt water is heavy. I will drink a lot of it, even though I don't realize. You can't take what you want sometimes. You can't. You'll have to part with things when you're in serious desperation, and you won't be able to take everything that you think you need to live with when really you don't need to live with it, or you can have it in other ways. Like I had my Bible on my phone. I didn't need to bring a tangible Bible, but it would have been nice to. I didn't need as much rice as I thought I would. Maybe if I had taken less rice, I would have eaten more of it, because I had less and it would have been easier to say, oh, I can separate it this much between the days and how I'm eating and stuff. But I actually didn't eat as much rice as I thought I would. I thought I was going to eat all of the 3 cups, but I only had like one of my boxes. But I'm still thankful for the people that donated to get my rice back. Thank you so much. Walking is tiring, especially with a heavy backpack. I mean, it wasn't that heavy, but it was still heavier than my school bag. Oh, and it gets cold at night. You need more than one blanket. On the first night, I ended up stealing one of Erin's blankets because she had a sleeping bag and a really fluffy blanket and a fluffy blanket. And I was just shivering, so I just stole hers and she was fine with it, and I was still cold, but anyway. And on the second night, I ended up getting up in the middle of the night to get another blanket because I was still cold. I wasn't as cold as when we were in the tent, but I was still cold. Yeah. I'm just thankful I got to partake in this challenge and have a go at it. I tried to do my best to stay true to do as a refugee would, but there were some limits or some boundaries. I had to get driven home after youth because it was too late to walk to my friend's place. I had to take the bus because it wasn't actually safe for me to walk an hour and a half back home. But I mean, it is what it is. I try my best. I don't normally take the bus anyway. I just take for granted the lifts I can get, and it's pretty bad. I got to get a small glimpse into the life of a refugee just for 40 hours, and it was pretty crazy how much I had to take, but also how little I was able to take. And it makes me so much more thankful for what I have here, for where I live, for what I do, and that I can live in a stable country and live in a place where I'm not under threat of any people trying to kill me or take away my home or persecute me for the way I live. And it makes me so much more thankful for it. So, anybody wanting to do the backpack challenge or any 40-hour famine next year, please, you won't regret it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys around.